Hello, hello, hello. It's the Viper V3 Pro. The Viper V3 Pro Sentinels Edition. Woo! Sending you on your shooter or mousing mission. Hey. FragWatch here. Today we're going to be reviewing the Razer Viper version 3 Pro. I think Pro's in there. This is the Sentinels Edition. Very red, very shiny. It's got a coating that I hate and I love. My palm slips off of it very easily. This is a slippery boy. If I were to main this, I'd put grips on it, or I'd get the non-Sentinels Edition. For sure, do not recommend the Sentinels Edition. But the Viper V3 Pro, everything else is cool. Very full in hand. Holy moly, this mouse is a big symmetrical boy. I gotta tell you, this is the closest you can get to a palm grip symmetrical mouse. This is one I'd say you could palm grip and get away with it. This is so close to being a palm grip the way I mouse with this that I'd recommend palm grippers check it out if you're looking to try symmetrical mice. Might be a good entry point. My hands measure 17.5 centimeters from the base to the tip of my middle finger, 16.5 to the index finger, 12.5 wide for thick boy hands. Wow. Thick boy hands. They're very thick hands. Okay, that was excessive. Okay, do I like this mouse? Yes, I like this mouse. Very full in hand. It would probably enter into one of my favorite full size symmetrical mice. I think it would give like the Maya X or the Beast X Max a run for their money. I wish it were about 10 grams lighter weight. It's kind of beefy. Forgot the exact weight. It feels in hand like it's like 50 to 60. And I'm sure that's where it actually is. I'm sure it's like 58. Or I think at least. Okay, so we do have a little curvature on the mouse buttons. I like that. I'm a big fan of that. Let me unhook the dongle here. Here's the dongle for this bad boy. We got a little triangle. Oh, that was loud. Holy moly. I'm going to turn that down before something blasts out. Doggies. Standard Razer dongle. Goes up to 8K. Recommend not using 8K. Yep. Okay. So we got scroll wheel. It's a little loosey-goosey here. And the ridges are not very well pronounced. Like, you can't even see them on the camera when I turn them to the side. Very loosey-goosey, but I had no problems with the encoder not having accidental presses or jumps. It was nice. The clicks, they feel heavy. Like they feel like there's a lot of actuation that needs to happen, which prevents slam clicks. And they actuate very quick. Like I'm having trouble. Like I can get pre-travel there. Not bad. Okay. Side mouse buttons. Do I like the clicks? Side mouse buttons, yes. Do I like the main clicks? I wish they took a little bit less force, and I wish they had more rebound force. Do I like middle mouse? It's okay. Standard. Scroll wheel up and down. It feels loosey-goosey. It's hard to get stepping if you need precision for like jumping. Not bad. Not something I'd immediately recommend if you're heavy on the scroll wheel. The shape isn't too bad. Let's get some other mice. Should we compare it to some other mice? Let's go out with what my recommendations are for hand size for this. So for palm, so let's get me in a palm here. And this isn't a full palm, but it's as close as I'm going to get. If you are under 17, you can palm grip the hell out of this mouse. 16.5 or under, ideal. I think you need hands that are large. Like, I think you need wide boy hand, like adult hands, to use this mouse. Period. End of story. This is not. I wouldn't recommend this for fingertip grip. Now let's go to claw. Okay, for an aggressive claw, don't get this Sentinels coating if you aggressive claw or even like vary between relaxed and aggressive claw, because you're gonna fucking like that. It's a slippy slidey boy. Like that's why I had to like fully grip onto this mouse, because it's just so slippery. Don't recommend the Sentinels edition, but the shape of this mouse and everything else is pretty hard not to recommend if you're looking for a full size mouse. We have really big hands. For relaxed claw, I think you can go anywhere from, like I said, like 15.5 all the way to 18.5. If you're going with aggressive claw, you can go from 16.5 all the way up to 20, maybe 21 if you're really curling there. Hot grip, I think it's achievable for some people with 20.5 or larger hands. The optimal width of hand, I think, for this would be like 9 or 10. It's a big, or even 11 or 12. I didn't have any problems with it. It feels very full in hand. The hump is centered pretty far back, and it's very gradual, and then gets steep on the back. The side here is it's a little dip right here, curve in. They both curve down right here. Give you a nice little grip, get very good stability. I noticed I was able to do very fast, stable flicks with this. The only thing with this, was this coating. It was just awful. The skates, very soft PTFE. They're, you're going to need to replace them often. Very, very surface area contacty. I would not recommend this with surfaces that build up a lot of static electricity. You're just going to get very muddy very quick. So if you have a pad that you love that builds up a lot of static electricity, especially on long flicks, I would recommend you put other skates on this mouse or use a different mouse pad. I think you'd play your best with a different setup there. Anyways, software Synapse, I just set up my shit, and then that's it. And then I don't run the software because it just, I don't know, it feels bloated. Like Razer Synapse feels bloated. I do not enjoy their software. Period. Yeah, do I have my main complaints about this mouse? So I think I went over it. Yeah, the skate on staticky pads, not great. This on glass pads, I wouldn't recommend. Go with a smaller mouse. I guess you could put dot skates on this and make it usable on a glass pad. Not my recommendation. Fingertip grip, no. Palm grip, yes, for small hands. In fact, I would say this is a good intro to symmetrical mouse shape for a good chunk of people. If you got an ergo shape and you want to try and convert yourself over, especially a large ergo mouse like the Death Adder or something like that, you want to convert yourself over to symmetrical mice, might be the path. This might be one of the steps on the way. I do not recommend the Sentinels edition. This coating sucks. It looks good, but man, don't get the Sentinels. But the shape of the Viper, its software, its tracking, its consistency, it's hard not to recommend. We'll keep it short here. Yeah. Let's do a little mouse comparison. Yeah. Let's get the WL Mouse Strider up here. Let's get the Ying. Let's get the Beast Pro. Let's get this is the Inca. Boop. Where's that X2? It's the X2. Let's get the Trident. Where's another one? I got like a collection here. What is this? I forgot what this one's called. The Tachi. This is the Tachi, the Lamsey Tachi. There's a lineup. Boop. Let's do a rundown of what I like better, what I like less. Oh, man, this is going to be a fucking slaughter. I like the Viper better. I like the Viper better. I like the Ying better. I like the Strider better. I like the Trident better. I like the X2 better. I like the Viper better. Oh, Crazy Light. Let's just throw that out there. And the Crazy Light fucking kicks the shit out of this. But for a full-size mouse, like symmetrical mouse, hard not to recommend. Like, you know, I hate the price on it. I think value-wise, this is probably one of the worst of this bunch. Another downside of it. Yeah. But if you're looking for a full-size symmetrical mouse, there it is. If you got $150 or whatever to spend on this, don't get the Sentinels Edition. Yeah, good for large hands. Take it easy. FragWatch. Out. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.